Hello friends. So in today's class, we will understand or learn the difference between solid and fluid. This is the major question we'll ask in the practical Viva questions and as well as some interviews and all. So to understand solid fluid, hello friends, welcome to the GB channel. So in today's class, we'll understand the difference between solid and fluid. This is the one basic question you must remember. It may ask you in practical Viva questions and as well as some interviews. So many students will get confused between the solid, fluid, and which one is gases and which one is liquid. Okay. So here we'll understand some with some examples. First, we'll discuss what is solid. The study of a solid is called solid mechanics, and the study of fluid is called fluid mechanics. And you know there are two types of fluids. One is liquids and another one is gases. At the end of the video, we'll understand the difference between solid, liquids, and as well as gases also. First, here we'll we'll learn what is the difference between solid and the fluid. The definition of fluid mechanics and branches of fluid mechanics we'll discuss in upcoming videos. But to understand solid is a body object. It has three-dimensional structure. So I will take one solid body here. Okay. So this solid body mass is 2 kg. And the weight of this body is mass into G. So mass is 2 kg. G value that is 9.81. So on an average, you will get 9.5, 9.6 Newton. This is weight. Okay. To move this body from point number 1 to a certain distance, let us take point number 2. So we need to apply some external force. So I will apply some force on this body, that is F. For example, what is the value of F? F is 10 Newton. So when you apply 10 Newton of force on this body object, this body will not get any deformation, or this body will not move from one point to another point. The reason is the weight of the body is 9.5 Newton. So to get the deformation of this body, to move this body from one point to 2, we need to apply more than 9.5 Newton load. So for example, I will increase the value of F to, let us consider a 30 Newton. So when 30 Newton load is applied on this body, now this body, solid body, will move, will get deformation, and this is the new position of this particular body. So what is the conclusion is, to get deformation, to move the body from one point to another point, that is solid body I'm talking about, the external load what will apply should be more than the weight of that body, the mass of that. Let us take one container. So in this container, I will take liquid, some liquids, liquid. It may be water, or it may be milk, it may be kerosene, or any oil, or mercury, whatever, because liquids are also types of fluid. Now you take a surface of this liquid, you consider one drop of water here. Okay, so you touch this drop of water with the help of your finger, hand finger. So when you touch this surface, some amount of water will adhere to your finger. And I don't know what is the amount of force applied on this drop of water. Even though this drop of water will move, I mean, it undergoes some deformation. And some amount of water will adhere to the surface of that particular object or your finger, or you take any stick or whatever. So now even the amount of force what you applied is too less, even though the drop of water is getting some deformation. So what is the definition of this fluid is, A definition we'll discuss. A definition means a fluid is a substance which undergoes continuous deformation. This drop of water is undergoing continuous deformation until unless you remove the object or stick or finger from this liquid under the action of shear force, how small it may be. So the whatever the shear force you are applying, the value of the shear force is too less. Let us consider 0.0001 Newton force you have applied on this drop of water. It has a surface tension of sigma, everything. Even though this drop of water is getting some deformation, irrespective of what is the value of shear force. Okay, but it is not in the same case solid. To get a deformation in the solid, to move movement of one point to another point, the applied force on the body should be more than the weight of the liquid, weight of the solid. But here, the weight of the liquid is there, but the amount of shear force what you applied is too less. It is negligible amount of force you applied on the surface, even though it is getting some deformation. Okay. Okay, it has some weight, some mass of this ball is m. So to get deformation, I have applied some compressive forces on both the ends. Here is one end force, here is also forces applied. So the applied force is more than the mass of this body or the weight of this body, so that it is getting some deformation. But in the fluid, it is not like that. In the fluid, the applied force is too less. Okay, too less, even though the drop of water, the fluids are getting deformation. These fluids are undergoing deformation. Some amount of water is adhesed to a surface, some amount of water will adhere to the solid body wherever it is in contact. Understood? That is the difference between fluid and the solid. Now we'll also understand the difference between fluid, that is liquids, gases, and solid. Some definitions you might have studied in the previous courses. Okay. So difference between solid, liquid, and gaseous phase. As we know, in the solids, the force of attraction between the two molecules is highly stronger because the molecules are closely packed to each other, as you can see in this picture. But in the liquids, the molecules are not closely packed to each other. There will be some distance between, there will be some space between the two molecules, and the force of attraction between two molecules is less. It is weaker compared to solids. It does not mean that the force is zero. No, the force of attraction between two molecules will be there, but it is not more than the solid. It is less than the solids. Solids are incompressible, but in the liquids cannot be compressed, but gases can be compressed. How? For example, you take one water bottle. Let us assume the volume of this water bottle is 1 meter cube. So what is the maximum amount of liquid, for example, water, you can take inside this draw 1 meter cube or 1 liter water bottle is 1 liter only, 1 liter of water. But in the same 1 liter water bottle volume, you can take 1.5 meter cube of gas or air, whatever. So for that reason, gases are compressed easily. And the third difference between these is solids have definite shape and volume, but liquids have definite shape and volume. In liquids have definite volume, but it will take the shape of the container because liquids don't have any particular shape. It will take the shape of the container itself. In the gases have no definite volume and no shape. Okay. So these are the difference between solids, liquids, and gases. In the next video, we will we'll understand what is the meaning of fluid mechanics, definition of fluid mechanics, and branches of fluid mechanics, etc. So thank you so much for watching this video. So bye bye, take care.